Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are going to be reviewing the latest little subtle sneaky little drop of dev feedback for November. Now this one is going to be a little shorter, apparently, from how it looks, because they're not going with the standard formatting and just kind of going with the basic question that you can see with the filled in dot, and then the open dot, or non-filled in dot, is the answer. So I think there's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, there's maybe 9 or 10 of these that we're going to go through. So as always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us on, because it helps out a lot. Number 1. Allow players to reject mails. Ooh, let's do this. Hang on, let's go bottom, and we'll do the top half, then we'll move the cam up. Allow players to reject mails from others who are not friends or alliance members. Interesting suggestion. Okay, answer. Thank you for your suggestions. We are aware that players get bothered by mails from non-friends or non-alliance members. We are planning and discussing adding a function that allows players to choose not to receive mails from them. So maybe it'll be a toggle or something. That kind of makes sense if you just don't want to receive mails from particular people. I know because I feel like I've been getting some in-game mails from just anyone that feels like they're trying to sell you something or other things as well. And I would be curious to see and hear from those of you that do get mails. Is it mainly just mails, or is it DMs as well? And then is it mainly people trying to sell you stuff, or is it something else? And it's not to say that I get a lot of them, but I have noticed a few that have come through, at least on my semi-ish main. Question 2. Have a countdown displayed before migration opens. Actually, I think this is a good idea. Thank you for your suggestion. We understand improving the migration system is essential to our players, so we are planning to make clarity improvements on the current migration system in the 1.0.34 patch. That'll be the next patch. The one that just dropped, at least for me as of recording this, the 1.0.33 that just went live today, is the current, by which time the problem you mentioned should be addressed. Okay, this is actually nice. I think it would be cool to do something in like the top right corner where you kind of get this countdown thing, kind of similar to what they've done before for some of the KVKs, or maybe even if they do a timer for row. I can't remember if it's public or not, but having something there, even if it's a visible timer or you can click on it and then it shows you it, kind of like when you click on it and then it'll take you to Brink of War and you can see what the phase time cooldowns are. Question 3. There's a chance of mistakenly consuming pets when upgrading war pet skills, as there is not a confirmation popping up. Answer. Thank you for your feedback. We have noticed the possibility of players misconsuming their war pets when upgrading war pet skills. So in patch 1.0.33, the game will ask players to confirm their actions when high rarity pets are used. Okay, this is actually, I think, a nice quality of life change, especially if you've had anyone that has mentioned about this. I think anytime you're going to be doing something that uses a level of premium currency, adding in this kind of secondary, just, hey, are you sure? Double check. I don't think it's a bad idea. In Roots of War, question 4. In Roots of War, we allow Beastmasters to gain more merits when they summon Beast, as they cannot control Beast and Legion simultaneously during fights. I guess it's because if you are gaining merits, and again, I haven't done any Beastmaster control, but based on how this is worded, I would assume that you are gaining merits, but you're just gaining them maybe based on one Legion, i.e. the Behemoth that you're using, and it's not as comparable to if you're having 5 Legions that are constantly fighting. We understand it's unfair for Beastmaster merit-wise at the moment, however, we tend not to change merits gains. Instead, we will consider fixing Beastmaster's inability to control Legions after summoning Beast to resolve this problem. This is actually something I think that would be great, because if you are getting merits from Behemoths, then you're able to gain them and still use your Legions. Now, maybe there's an option where you can just click on the Behemoth, and once you click on it, then you can see like some like an overlay or some controls that pop up if needed, or skill usages, right? Maybe it's something similar to like when you click on it, you'll see the skills kind of like when you're clicking on your Legions, and you can click the skills based on the circle that's next to the Legion on the right side. But you just have the ability to go back and forth. And I'd be curious, if you're someone who's has been a Beastmaster, what do you think would be the easiest fix here? And how would you like to see them kind of being able to use that where you can control both the Behemoth and your Legions at the same time? Let us know. Next question. Add a way to consume honor point surplus. Ooh, this is a good one. Thank you for your feedback. It is in our plan to add ways to consume players' accumulated honor points. The details are currently under discussion and design. We will bring relevant changes to you when it is ready. Thank you. Okay. And I can only imagine, let's be real, right? The people that are at 1 million honor points at VIP 15 and up, right, are most likely your mid-high spenders. maybe some low spends, and obviously we have a couple free-to-plays, right? There's a handful of free-to-plays that have hit 1 million honor points, right, based on our free-to-play world record sheet that we show off. But do I think that this is a good ad? Absolutely. Display in the tavern how many gold chests have been opened in total. Ooh, okay. All right, man, you are making me think this morning. This is not a bad suggestion, possibly. You may view the number of chests you've opened in achievements. Okay, at the moment you may view the number. Okay, but we would like to hear more from you on why and how you want chests or maybe artifact pool history to be displayed. This is something that, if I'm thinking about it, right, maybe if you've been in an alliance for a long time, maybe if you've been in a kingdom and you haven't left, would it be nice to know how many gold chests have been opened as far as like that alliance has opened? That could be cool. Would you maybe like to know how many alliances have been, how many chests have been opened for the active players in your kingdom, and maybe you can get like a kingdom total? That could be cool. Same thing for artifacts as well. Now, I don't know what the value would be in there if you are just looking at it individually, but if you're trying to accumulate it, like even if you want to know daily, like how many gold chests does our alliance open daily, weekly, monthly, those I think could be cool to gauge, especially if you're trying to compare that maybe against other alliances or kingdoms. I know for me it would, but the challenge would be is you'd have to know how many gold chests you've opened. Like you would have to be able to see the breakdown of how many did you open while you were in this kingdom and or this alliance versus this other kingdom and this other alliance or in another alliance, right? So you'd have to kind of be able to have some kind of a tier breakdown, because if it's just a total number, right? Now, maybe you compare that against other players. Actually, that's something I'm thinking of now. Maybe we can do something where it's like, which player has opened the most gold chests in the game, right? That could be something cool now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, for me, add it. But yeah, I'd be curious, if you're a player, why would you want to see, like, what will that do for you? Let us know. Next one, remove, I think we're on number 6. Remove Dwarven Guardians to increase points gained by defeating them. Thank you for your suggestion. Dwarven Guardians are designed to disrupt the battlefield and to give the disadvantaged side a chance to turn the tables. While we do not plan to remove them from the game at the moment, we will consider increasing the points gained from defeating them. Okay, I mean, that seems like a nice consolation prize. Quests, do you feel that will be enough? Right, let us know. Quests in number 8. Quests in Alliance Mobilization can be automatically submitted after completion, and our force can refresh multiple quests at one time. Thank you for these changes are in our plan, as we think they will definitely improve players' experience in this event. Please stay tuned for future updates. Okay, so they're planning to add that. That actually seems like a nice adjustment. Number 9, make Pet Party a regular event, because going over the entire map to look for pets is very tiring. Thank you for your suggestion. In the 1.0.33 patch, that's this one that just went live, we will make Pet Party a weekly event at home realm to increase your chances of capturing war pets. We hope that with this change, players can have a better experience finding and capturing war pets in the home realm. So, if you're thinking about this, maybe you'll get 3 or 4 of these, just depending on how long you're in the home realm, but I would estimate 3 to 4 at the most. Last question. Have separate chats for different squads in an alliance in Roots of War. Oh, this is cool. Thank you. We will bring to you separate chats for different squads in Alliance Roots of War to help the squads communicate more smoothly. However, we are still finalizing details, including when to implement this change. Please stay tuned. Okay. I actually think that's a good idea, because I can only imagine when you have lanes, it can be nice to have kind of separate chats, and then you can still view kind of the main chat, but it allows each of the teams to have more of a consolidated and concise and efficient conversation about what's happening in that area. And so you're not having to kind of read or scroll through, especially if the chat isn't like that long. It's not like a top-down feed, right, where maybe you can leave it open and it just kind of plays on your bar. Now, maybe that could be cool if it's transparent or something like that, where you're just seeing the text. But yeah, no, I actually think that this sounds like a really good change and makes a lot of sense. All right, so that's it. We got 10 changes here. Some of these are actually interesting. Nothing I think that's out of this world, but I do think that there's a couple nice quality of life changes that are in here, and I like some of the questions that they chose this time, along with, it felt like, right, giving a little bit more contextual answers. I'm always a fan if they go a little deeper and give us a little bit more of like what's actually tinkering around in their brain, what's their thought process for why they either chose the question or for the answer they're giving. And I'm always a fan of them giving a little bit more than a little bit less. So let me know which one stood out to you. That's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.